Hey, it's Dr. Megan, and today I want to talk to you about how to counteract prednisone side effects. A couple of days ago, I sent out an email asking you for your top questions on this topic, and I was completely overwhelmed by the response. 150 people filled out the survey, and another 50 people sent me questions directly. I am blown away by how much this matters to you. So I thought I would shoot a quick video and teach you a little bit about how to counteract prednisone side effects. First, I want to explain why this matters to me and to you. 6 years ago, I had an experience that completely changed my life. Let me tell you the story. A formerly blonde bombshell beauty queen now had closets full of clothes that didn't fit her. She couldn't wear them anymore. Her hundreds of pairs of high heels that had attracted her husband hung useless in her closet because she couldn't even walk in flat shoes without shuffling or possibly falling. She had written songs that were beloved and sung by millions, but now she couldn't remember the words anymore. As a past president of community organizations, she had led people, but now she was a social recluse, barely leaving her bed. She had designed her dream house, but not only had she lost that house, but now she was being evicted from her current rental home. As a woman who loved going on rides in her car, boy, was it tragic when not only did she total her car in an accident, but she had her driver's license taken away. And the worst thing to her was that her faithful dog, Ollie, died of old age. She lost everything except her sweetheart who stood by her, but helpless. That was when my mother-in-law moved in with my family. That woman was my mother-in-law. She couldn't clean, she couldn't cook, she couldn't take care of herself. So I took her to 40 medical appointments, trying to get the answers and help that she needed. It felt like we were going nowhere, just getting Band-Aids on top of bleeding, gushing wounds. But finally, a doctor listened to me. We got the answer we needed. I vividly remember that moment when I could finally see the sparkle in her eyes again, when she finally escaped the fog she'd been buried in for years. Slowly, I helped her taper off the medications she'd been taking. She lived with my family and my small children, and she couldn't help but get her sleep cycle back in alignment. She ate only the foods that I cooked, started moving her body again, and eventually lost 51 pounds while living with us. After a year, she took many fewer pills than she had before. She got her driver's license back, and she moved out on her own again. She recovered from all of those side effects. The doctors had thought that there was some terrible neurological condition or something, and it turns out it was just side effects. I was thrilled for her that she could see herself in the mirror again. She started singing her songs again and even wrote new songs for the first time in decades. That was when I knew I could help people struggling with side effects to medications. The strategies I used to help her recover from those side effects form the base of what I want to share in my upcoming program, How to Counteract Prednisone Side Effects. But I wish I'd been able to help her sooner. Just imagine what her life would have been like had she gotten the help she needed sooner. Unfortunately, years of steroids had caused permanent damage. She had to have cataract surgery in her eyes. She used to be just as tall as me, that beautiful blonde bombshell. But now she is several inches shorter than me. That's osteoporosis from having taken those medications for years. But you don't have to suffer like she did, because you can find out how to counteract side effects in my upcoming program. Now, this isn't just for someone like my mother-in-law who's been taking medications for years. It's also for prednisone warriors who just started taking prednisone. It's not just for those who are stuck in bed like my mother-in-law, but it's also for those who are more active. I've been helping over 12,000 prednisone warriors counteract side effects for the past 3 years. And lately, I've gotten so many questions and so much positive feedback that I've decided to do a deep dive training just on how to counteract prednisone side effects. I'm going to go deep on the 4 steps I took to help my mother-in-law recover from taking so many medications, one of which was steroids. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to do 4 live Zoom calls covering each topic. In the first call, it's going to be called Moderating Mood Swings. And we'll moderate your mood swings and get you sleeping restfully. With this foundation of a strong mindset, then we can move on to the next steps. Step 2 is minimizing moon face. In this second live call, we'll minimize moon face by identifying the ideal strategy for you to be able to see yourself in the mirror again, so that you can wear what you want to just because you feel like it. Next, maximizing metabolism. We'll maximize your metabolism to reverse the scale so that you can feel strong enough to play with your family again. Plus, prevent long-term damage to your body, such as bone loss. Finally, in the last module called Mend, Escape the Taper Trap, you'll mend from taking prednisone and find the best method for tapering off. It's going to be coming out very soon. There's going to be a limited number of slots because I want to keep the group small so that we can work closely together. Since this program will be based on your questions, I can only admit a small group so I can answer those questions fully. This is the deal. If you're interested in being on this exclusive list, then click the button below. If you go ahead and click that button right now, then I'll send you an email in the next few days when we open up registration for how to counteract the prednisone side effects program. Signing off as Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist.